Welcome to App of the Day. I'm Will.
I'm Norm.
Today's App of the Day is Epic Games. Wait, no, that's not right. It's chair. Wait, no, that's also. I like that the H is shaped like a chair. Wait, oh my God, it's Infinity Blade.
So many blades.
Why?
Infinity Blade.
How do you feel about the fact that they use Roman numerals on the title and Arabic numerals on the icon?
What?
Yeah.
Really?
The icon is Infinity Blade 2.
I think it's a resolution thing.
So this is Infinity Blade. This is my. If you played this game before, then you know how it works, right?
Infinity Blade 1. Yeah, this is new.
Yeah, this is all new. Well, you could always look around.
Yep.
You could explore, but basically it's super punch out, right?
Yeah. Swipes to slash.
Exactly.
Dodge.
Dodge, parry, block.
Yeah.
Attack, and they all have super tight defenses.
This game looks so good.
So,
Ow.
God.
Great parry. Great
I
parry.
missed the
I'm gonna
parry.
call Parry Great Parry now.
Don't call Parry Great Parry. Don't encourage him. This guy's much faster than they were before.
Can you jump into this not having played Infinity Blade 1?
Yeah, the early levels are much easier. This is my 8th rebirth, so it means I played through essentially 8 times, getting more powerful each time. Well, I haven't beaten the bosses.
Plus.
No. So it doesn't. Infinity Blade doesn't exactly work that way.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me finish this combat, and then we'll.
Yeah, you can't talk and fight at the same time.
No, I'm doing really badly.
I like the new health bars.
I think the health bars have always been like that. Dodge. Ow. Oh my God, I don't have any. I'm gonna die.
Keep on parrying.
Oh, I missed. Okay. Let's talk about how this game is constructed.
Okay.
It's a little bit weird. The first game, basically, you would go fight through a series of titans, these big boss guys.
Yep.
Each one is essentially like a super punch-out or punch-out boss fight, right? At the end of it, you're confronted with a seemingly undefeatable bad guy. Really fast. At the end of the game. At the end of your series of 8 or 10 fights in the previous game. Each fight is 2 or 3 minutes. So the idea is you pick it up on the bus, you play 1 or 2 fights, and then you can go on to whatever you were doing. So it's a short play experience compared to your typical Unreal Engine game. Now, the thing that's different about this is instead of there being one boss, there's like 7 bosses. There's a bunch of mini bosses, and instead of having one slightly branching path through the game, there are boatloads of branching paths through this game. Okay, so I'm going to concentrate on fighting for a minute.
Okay.
Hopefully kill this guy.
All right. Ooh.
Okay, so now I'm stabbing these little taps. One of the things that's changed in this is that there's multiple different kinds of weapons. So there's big heavy weapons that are two-handed essentially. There's dual-wielding one-handed weapons. And, oh God, my face. Oh, hold on, back to not talking.
You've only scratched him. There we go. You got your XP bonus.
So if you hit,
victory!
if you hit when they're not weak, when they're not stunned, then you get the scratch, and you do very little damage.
Yeah.
This is a loot game, basically. So, you earn money, you use the money to buy loot, swords, shields, helmets, potions, rings,
Level up,
maces,
with XP.
all that kind of stuff. And of course, you level up both your weapons and your character.
Yep.
So I'm leveling up all my stuff now. You can fast forward through this if you want. I've mastered that helmet. That means I'm awesome at it now. And I get a skill point when you master an item. So it makes it easier for you to do more damage.
Are you serious?
What? What?
Is that your character name?
Oh, I am serious. Yes. I was like, what the hell? Yeah, yes, you do level up when you get skill point when you master a weapon. There's a ton of weapons.
You serious?
You serious, Norm?
No, you tricked me into saying it.
There's like 7 or 8 different classes of items that you can buy.
You
Some
can
of
buy
the
from
characters
anywhere. You
drop
don't need to
them.
go to like a store or anything.
No, you can buy anywhere.
Okay.
You can't buy during combat, obviously, but like,
there's also a mechanism for you to pay real money
Oh, naturally.
Right.
And this is one of my complaints about the new game. The mechanism to use real money to play the game was added midway through the life. I just bought a nomadic helmet, by the way. Let's talk about let's talk about the real money stuff in a
But
minute.
you mastered the other helmet, so why would you want to buy a new one?
Because when I master it, then the XP that would go to that item is then lost.
Oh.
So you want to keep a constant stream of new items coming in.
Is this a better helmet?
So you keep getting points. Doesn't matter because this one's going to level up. It's an okay helmet. Let's see, it's not as good. It's not as good as that one. That one was pretty cool. This is the one I was wearing before. Wait, no, this one was the one I was wearing before. It's not that great. This one's pretty okay.
+2 heart. That one's
Plus 2
good.
heart, so that's life. They've added gems. So if you played Diablo, you know the story on gems. Basically, they're I don't have enough money to remove that. You can, unlike Diablo and most other games that have socketed gems, you can actually remove them for, but you pay in-game cash to remove them. In this case, it's 3,750 gold, which I don't have because I just bought a helmet. I'm going to leave that there. The gems are color-coded to show you what they do, and they're slots that are shaped for the different gems. So like triangle gems only fit in triangle slots, etc. Now, this brings me to the point that we were getting ready to get to. There are a lot of money sinks in this game.
Okay, show me a money sink.
I'm not to one yet.
Flush.
But for example, the ability to remove gems for a massive amount of money is a money sink. There are also chests that you can only unlock with keys. The keys you can find dropped rarely, or you can purchase them in the store naturally. For what seem like fairly massive amounts of money where I am in the game right now, that may change as I get further on, but basically in my first run through I was presented with a treasure chest that I didn't have the key to open and had what seemed like an infinite amount of money to buy the key, which is a little bit of a bummer.
You have to play the game again.
But
the next rebirth, you'll walk by the chest again.
Right, the core game, well, but the chest may or may not be the same lock level. It seems like they're always the same.
Show me more
lock level,
fighting.
Okay.
Hit his leg. Kick him in the knees. Kick him in the knees.
This guy's using a heavy weapon. I'm going to switch to a heavy weapon as well, so we can see that.
All right. Yeah. So you're using two-handed weapons.
So first,
two weapons. You're using two weapons.
Dual wielding.
Yeah, dual wielding. Now, oh, that one's pretty good.
Get that big Morning Star, man.
Really?
It's called Clued. It does more damage. 70 and 20 versus 45 and 15.
Okay.
I got to do 75 and 20.
Yeah. This is good though.
Now, when you dual wield, you can't block, but you can do a lot of dodges and ducks and stuff like that, and you can parry, of course. When you're using a heavy weapon, you can't dodge at all. All you can do is block. So it's a little bit different fighting style, and there's also the power-up attacks are different. You saw when I stabbed the previous guy when I tapped all those circles.
Yep.
Now I get power slashes, and I have to slash in
And
the
it takes
appropriate
longer
direction.
because it's heavier.
It's heavier. It's not particularly slower, but it's a very different style of combat. Oh God.
That dude just like headbutt at you.
So you have to block directionally.
Ooh, nice.
Okay, so you saw my slash come up on the screen. Oh, okay, the directional blocks. Oh yeah, there you go.
Oh
He's
yeah, you're definitely
staggering.
hitting with kneecaps.
Well, you got to work the kneecaps on these big guys. Oh God.
Don't want to get kicked in the face.
Parry break. So when you break, basically it means that they're stunned. Oh, and I missed the slash.
Good animation.
There we go. That's probably it.
Is
for-
your
for
iPad
Biff
getting
here.
hot at all?
iPad is not getting warm, no. It didn't get warm. The phone got a little bit warm.
How about battery drain?
These are hard games on battery.
Yeah.
And they're fairly big. I think this one was around a gigabyte.
Not a terabyte.
Not a terabyte. That would be a bit much. So it's also an iOS 5 game.
Yeah.
It does save syncing using
With Game
iCloud.
Center,
So you'll have the same character on your phone and your iPad, which is really nice because previously I only played this on my iPad because
And it's a universal app.
the universal app as well. I think it's $6 or $7. I can't remember. It's out on Thursday. Let's go on a little further and I'll show you some of the branching path stuff.
Yeah.
It's a pretty amazing game.
How long did it take for you to get through the first time, the entire game?
Maybe it's like 20 minutes probably for the shortest path from start to finish.
Because there are branching paths. Each rebirth is going to be different.
Well, the branching paths unlock as you defeat different bosses and mini-bosses. So I'm going to level up here. I've been putting all my points in attack. I don't know if that's a good idea, but...
Always in health.
I'm going to go back over here to the classic... I don't have a good single-hand sword,
Sword of
so
Man.
I'm not going to do that. Sword of Man is a garbage sword.
Ooh, that one's good.
I'm going to do these
I
guys.
always pick the swords that look the coolest.
it's a good policy. In this game, the cooler the sword looks, the better off you are. If you get down into it, there's some swords with like stars and stuff on them. There's still the treasure hidden throughout the map as you're like walking along, so it incentivizes you to watch the kind of scenery and stuff.
I remember the first game having a lot of story and like cutscenes. Is that also the same?
There's a fair amount of story and cutscenes. It's not. When you meet a boss, then there'll be some dialogue that's expository, and you know, basically, you know, the first game, your mission was to kill the guy that killed your father, and that went on generation after generation after generation.
Yep.
They've explained a little bit of that more early on in this game, which is, I think, refreshing. I thought it was really weird, and I think a lot of people didn't get that there were multiple paths. I think a lot of people played that first game and thought, you know, got to the first boss, realized they were never going to beat him, and then never came back. This chest that I just opened was one of the ones with a key. It has a small key, which is cheap. I find them dropping a lot. I have yet to find a medium or large key drop. The other stuff that they've changed, the parry system is a lot easier. I was consistently unable to do parries in the first game.
Is there a good hint system?
The hints are a little bit thin. So I think that there's an instruction manual. Basically, to parry, you just counter, so you swipe counter to the direction of the enemy's slice. And depending on your timing, then that'll give you a good parry, a perfect parry, a great parry, whatever. And the good perfect stuff affects the amount of boost you get and stuff like
attack,
that. Yeah. Okay, so that's me. Sweet new helmet. Here's the bad guy.
Character design's really cool.
They also made the characters, there's a lot more variety in the character designs now. I'm going to see how much health I have. I'm full, so I'm good. They added, with the gems, they added ways to regenerate health doing good combat moves. So like if you get a perfect parry or a good combo, then you can get some health back when you do that, when you successfully execute that stuff. This guy has a sword and a shield. I'm going to fight him now.
Why don't you use shields?
Because my one-handed sword is, I have a bad one-handed sword. I haven't upgraded it at all. Also, if you can parry, you don't really need shields.
How long before they allow you to buy an action figure that looks like your dude?
And like you put him on a
fingerprints.
put him on a little a base to unlock him in game.
Yeah.
There's another great parry. That's right. This happened yesterday in the demo. It seems like there's a little reverb problem in this room.
How well does this game work with AirPlay?
I haven't tried it with AirPlay, actually. That's a good question. I would assume it's a little chuggy. I'm going to dodge that.
Pretty graphics intensive.
Perfect parry break. Okay, so now I'm stabbing.
Yes,
this is gonna
all those points. Stab them all.
A shitload of stabs. Because that was perfect, I got more stab opportunities. And then he's going to be stunned at the end, so I can finishing bonus him and get more XP. Sweet, precious XPs. Couple of things to note. I think the iPhone version is actually easier to play because the dodge buttons and the block button in the middle are closer together. When you're playing this on the iPad, you kind of almost have to be doing it on your lap. You don't want to hold up the iPad. That's a little awkward. The money sync stuff is a little bit gnarly. I'm okay with that as long as it doesn't impact the game, but when I see chests and stuff that I can't open...
You've had fun without spending money.
Really
so
bums
far.
me out. I haven't spent any money. I have had fun. You'll earn money fast enough. I think it's just lame to put this chest that I don't have a medium key for in front of me in like main story part. I'm gonna pick up that health. I didn't even get hit during that last guy. These swords, the sword that I have now is a drop sword and it's badass apparently. Oh, money. Hello, more money. See, there's money hidden everywhere. They just leave, these monsters leave money laying around their sweet castle. Do you want to see a boss fight or do you want to move on?
Let's see a boss fight and finish it.
Okay.
Is that dragon gonna come alive?
Not as of yet. Other stuff that they've added. We talked to. There's a video over on Giant Bomb where Patrick and I talked to Donald, the guy who made the game, or who runs Chair, Donald Mustard, and stuff in the world changes as you progress through time. So in the previous game, the world was pretty much static.
Right, because it didn't make sense because every time you played, it was new generation.
Yeah, it's like 15 years, right?
Yeah.
Now the time between generations is 3 to 6 months frequently, but still you'll see things like trees grow as generations
3 to 6
progress.
months between generations.
It's not really I don't want to spoil anything. Just
all right.
play the game. So this is an arena. That tree is bigger than the last time it was when I was here. That's kind of cool.
It's like a tree of life.
There's also going to be a different. They've changed the way multiplayer works. It's not in the build that they're releasing on Thursday. It's going to come later. But basically, I wonder if I should fight this guy first. I feel like I probably should. Basically, the multiplayer is kind of like Nobi Nobi Boy. So there'll be bosses with millions and millions of hit points, and each day you'll get like 60 seconds to go after him.
Yeah. And everyone combined will eventually kill the boss.
Exactly. Or not. And if you contributed, then you'll get some big bonuses at the end of the day. If he dies, if he doesn't die, then you get nothing.
Dudes at Chair must have a lot of fun designing characters.
Yes. I get that feeling as well. Oh my god.
You're getting your ass kicked.
That was a great parry. I'm using my super. Stab, 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 stab. And now I'm going to cast some magic.
Oh.
Magic me. I'm healed. That's right.
Gesture-based
Full
magic.
health. Yeah, the magic is still a little bit awkward, I think. It's hard to do in the midst of combat. It takes a little bit of a knack. Oh, man, the punching sucks. It's a great parry. Come on, bring it. Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, yeah. Stabby, 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 stabby. Oh, he's about to have a bad day. Look at all that stabbing. I don't think you walk away from a stab like that.
Flashes.
I just got 115 bonus XP. That's the most I've ever gotten.
Ooh.
Wow, face stab. So I get a lot of gold for that. I get a fair amount of XP. That was a kind of mini boss battle, it seems like. Leveling up. The leveling progression is a lot faster in this game than it was in the last one, it feels like. I don't know if they've changed it since the last time I played, but it seems a little bit faster progression.
Show me a branching path.
I'm going to open a chest first. Okay. I want some loot. Oh, we had a branching path already. In the room with the statue that you asked if it was going to come alive, we could have gone straight and gone up the tower, or come over here to the left and gone into this arena. I'm going to fight this monster. It's a big, scary monster.
This stuff never gets repetitive?
The monsters vary enough per run that you have different combat challenges each time. So unlike Super Punch-Out where you fight King Hippo and then you fight the racist Asian guy, Honda, what's his name?
Honda?
Yeah, exactly. Then the monsters are varied from run to run. So you can go back and fight each monster again if you beat it and if you lost to it and felt like you can beat it, you can load your last checkpoint and fight the same guy again. But if you want, you can just be reborn and start again at the beginning and kind of grind on the low-level guys. And they're varied enough that it's not. I don't find it repetitive. I played for like 2 hours last night.
It was a really good game to
kind of
watch.
It's not bad. Do you see the circles and stuff on the big screen, or is it?
Absolutely see the blue circles.
Blue circles. Okay,
looks like a Rancor.
Yeah, this guy.
Oh, sweet beard.
I think that's
spikes.
Is that a beard or is that spikes?
It's a beard of spikes.
I don't think I'm going to do well against this guy. I feel like maybe a shield would have been good here.
I'm not sure. How do you parry against that?
Real carefully. Nope, that didn't do it. I think this is a dodge. Okay, so he's broken. I'm hitting him. The trick with these guys. Oh God, splat. Oh, that was.
His knees are protected. You're screwed.
Oh my God, I'm getting my ass kicked here. I'm scratching. Oh yeah, that's right. So it's all about learning their attack patterns. Oh, wrong dodge. Oh, well, yeah, there we go. Work the face. Work the face. Worm head. Please give me a heal.
Like a penis head.
You earn the heals and the super attacks by avoiding damage or taking damage. Ow, God, I'm gonna die. Oh, this might be it. I've not beat this guy before. Wow. I'm pretty excited about this. This might not be the day. He's not dead yet. He's just really pissed off. And their moves change between these little cutscenes. Super. That's right. Stabby, stabby. This is a timed game as well. Oh, thank God I got him. So this was one of the mini-bosses, it seems like.
This is a mini-boss?
Yeah, this is a mini-boss.
So the bosses are bigger even?
No, the bosses are faster and usually really good at combat. So they're more like the guy at the end of the first game. You know, the guy with the white armor, if you remember him. The Deathless, I believe, is what he was. Got some loot. Got some XP.
Carrying loot in his stomach.
Let's see what's behind the blue door, Biff. And that'll do it for us today, I guess. This has been App of the Day. I'm Will.
I'm Norm.
This is Infinity Blade 2. It is out tomorrow, Thursday. It's $6 or $7. I can't remember which. It's universal. It supports iOS 5 stuff.
iPhone 4S, iPad 1, iPad 2, and...
only the 16 gig or bigger 3rd generation iPod Touch.
There you go.
So not the 8 gig one. And that'll do it for us today. This is one of the bosses coming up. I'm going to save that for you guys. You don't need to watch that, but maybe Norm will stay and watch. See you guys later.
All right, bye.